I'm alone in bed. Oh, I wish it were dead. I am, I grown, I wish I'm in the neighborhood. When I'm far away, no one night
For some weeks now, I've been noticing Thelma's loneliness. Something must be wrong with her. I'm sure.
Ebong. Can't you mind your own business for once? I am sure that this girl does not even know that you are spying on her.
Perhaps our friend is developing unusual interests. If not, how would you have known if a girl is lonely? This is the third time today is mentioning this case. And he's making sure it goes round. Anyway, whom have you not told yet?
I bet you there's an unusual clandestine undertone. He's told me already.
Why don't you stop teasing poor Ebong? After all, there is no harm in expressing one's feeling. Besides, the girl in question is a very close friend of mine. She's truly brooding. I don't know why Ebong picks me to it. I'm also burdened. She's definitely suffering inside. I could just tell.
Wow, that makes it easy then, Ebong. All you need do is just pally up with Gucci. Simple.
And don't forget to bribe her very well. If lots of people fight better appetite.
I don't know, guys, whether to open up. I'm so afraid. But then, if Buchi had already had the pinch of what has almost become an everyday experience in the house of my stepfather, I guess it leaves me no choke.
Please, Thelma, understand one fact. In this neighborhood, we keep our secrets and be assured that whatever we decide to do...
No, you will do nothing. I just want to share simply because I owe you all an explanation. Since you already knew Bucha kept this really away from me so as not to hurt me or to complicate issues.
But why? Why, Thelma? Don't underestimate us. Because we will definitely do things that may correct things.
I said no, I forbid you. I don't want to do anything to jeopardize the joy my mother recently found after a long time. You guys don't know. You cannot know. I rather suffer under the menace of these girls who think my mother married their father because of its money. But they were wrong. So wrong because I had a rich father too, but a stubborn and careless man, unlike this chief. He was killed by his addiction to cigarette and cigar. Mommy warned and warned him, even when the pain of cancer took him.
My father's death was a terrible blow. It was indeed an understatement to the treatment the family gave my mother and I.
We were soon thrown out of our house. After so many fierce battles my mother endured under the guise of tradition. My mother, a top-flight bank executive, was subjected to so many unsavory traditional rites by my daddy's family members, only to be thrown out like a piece of trash with her daughter, whom they consider as a wasted conception. They wanted only a meal which my mother could not provide. It was obvious that their father greatly influenced his stress and the habitual chain smoking.
And you people never thought of fighting back?
Fight who? With what? By my mom's calculation, all those who challenged her are beneath her. For her, the oath of marriage forbids any fighting. My mother is a peace-loving woman. She's a very hard worker too. In the long run, we left all what our parents worked for. And presently, the news of the infighting, which later broke out, never moved my mother to rethink.
Wicked people.
I bet they are now killing themselves over the inheritance. It was a good decision your mother made in running for your lives.
But why? Why? Why do we have such wicked people in our midst? In my opinion, you should be fumigated out.
I can also bet that all those with daggers drawn against them are possibly lazy ingrates who had been living off them.
You are right. All these uncles, aunties, and the likes of them are those whom my father was supporting with the assistance of my mother.
Yes, people so close to monitor things and report back to base.
Ha! Adults. Wicked adults. Wait till I get there.
And what will you do? What will you do, bragging man? You better let's get this complete information. Thelma, please continue.
Mommy left everything for an official apartment. We were there for 3 good years. She threw herself back at the office, and at the line of duty, she met Chief, who was there to pay his ex-wife a certain amount. As the head of operation, the bank manager referred the man to my mother.
Excuse me, girl. You are simply confusing me. Are you referring to the same girls? The satanic twins I encountered? No way. Guys, I want to believe that there's a twist or an error of judgment somewhere.
But of course, that's true.
Maybe she's afraid to speak out.
Yes. No wonder she forbids her intervention.
It seems you guys are just getting on a complication of the matter. You see, the picture Chief Woke painted on the 2 age mates before and on meeting them, which was also corroborated by my mother, is exact opposite to what I see them now. They are nasty, rude, unapproachable, pompous, and above all, they are selfish. Imagine them calling my mother and I gold diggers when knowing fully well that my mother is a professional banker, unlike their mother, which Chief claimed was a sit-at-home, money-spending and a nagging wife.
At that juncture, it's better to ask. I hope this chief is not painting lurid picture of the ex-wife before you. Because if he does, then that's not right. And that knowledge could spur reprisal actions on these girls. After all, who wouldn't?
Of course. It's a crucial observation you have made, Jaye. After all, we all have mothers. We surely need to know. No one will sit back and watch the man's name being dragged into the mud.
Yes, it's true. I simply can't do.
My mother na precious property, and I will defend her even if she's wrong.
Who doesn't know Mama's pet, Becky? But anyway, before I crucify her and Chief's errors, why don't we...
Chief has no error. No, on the contrary, he never mentioned all these things to us. It's just like the case of the woman too close to him. But cheerfully, he flaunts his children, the twins, and their 2 brothers abroad.
How did you get to know all this? And have you proven them to be true?
From the house girls, of course. Don't you think these are credible sources enough? The fact is that she still worries them. She still demands for reasonable demands, which the chief must not know, even the brothers abroad.
That means you gossip with the house helps. That's not right, you know. But then, please do continue, because that will vindicate the chief.
These people, except Edward, the houseboy, love my mom and applaud her. It is when they do this comparison, they talk to me. I have found an ally in them, due to the nasty things the twins do. And covering their trap from my mother usually eats me emotionally. I've been wondering, how will I put up with their hellish behavior?
And what sort of things did these girls do to work you up? Now we are getting to understand better the reason behind your loneliness.
A lot, guys. A lot, but they do it secretly. They once locked me in the closet while my mom was looking for me for almost an hour.
when the opportunity to relay my story will come. And I'm so glad for this opportunity. And I tell you, my story will surely make your day. In fact, there are so many children out there whose cases are similar, and it's so sad that these children need them. And I'm not so privileged like me, and I'm so glad I met members of Teens Neighborhood.
Hello, Bomboy. I'm your uncle, Jagunlabi Arolo.
Sorry, sir, I'm not Bomboy.
And that's the name I gave you. And your father has never complained once. I'm your father, big brother, so I'm your uncle. Your father invited me here to come and stay with you. Do you like it? Never mind. Paradise. Ah! So someone don't need to die before he gets there. My brother must have been swimming in money before he could have built this one here. My head. My head. My head. You are sleeping. You are sleeping.
Oh, I wish it were
That man is my god brother. You are simply selfish, that's all I can say. But I'm afraid to tell you that that man has come to stay. And that is final.
I have said what I want to say. I'm afraid things may get out of hand. Why don't you address this issue the proper way? A stitch in time.
And I put it to you that they don't care to stitch. It's your petty selfishness that is killing you. And I won't subscribe to any of that. As far as I'm concerned, I'm only helping my brother the best and the godly way I know how to. And you can't get around to stop me. No!
Oh, I wish it were Mommy, what are these?
These are stocks and share certificates.
What are stocks and shares?
All right, sit down and let me tell you. You see, apart from saving money in the bank, there are other ways of planning for future. Someone can get stock and share in varieties of industries. We have different types of industries. We have manufacturing industries, we have gas and oil industry, we have banking industry, and aviation industry. As the companies do well, they declare the dividends and give bonus of shares, which we add to the bonus you bought, and increases the value of your money. My dear, you might not understand this, but your father and I have bought some in your name, in my name, in his name, in the family name. I know you don't understand it, but you get to understand it in the future. All right?
Bomboy, why are you following me? Enter the motor and let us go. Why are you following me? Bomboy, let us go do jolly jolly with your father's money now. You know, I bought it 6 months ago when I came back from abroad. I want to buy and come from abroad before, but load go dey too much, so I can't buy and here. I want to just give it out. I should like that somebody, but they will start telling chief, don't they spend too much. So because I want to buy big one, just it's working fine.
Chief, as I see this now, they suspect you. This thing. I know when my kind of Richard's number can go to sell for the pass because I'm not tested. Might just put for you, might have taken 5.
5 what?
5,000 now. You too much?
Why you no come for now, come carry am? Only.
I no try. If you no want, I don't go.
Come now. How you do the first? My friend?
At least no be today business go end. Next, if another one day next time, go still call me. Huh?
Can I have my documents now? Woman, I'm talking to you. I say, can I have my documents now?
Toye, you have started again. I told you before, and I am telling you now. I don't know anything about your missing documents. As you can see, I am very, very busy. So let me be.
You are the only rebel that can take those documents wherever I might have dropped them. Yes, so?
Toye, now I know that you were really drunk the night you came back to this house. Listen to me and listen good. I'll advise you go back to that place and look for your missing documents. Or better still, go and ask those idle friends of yours wherever you must have placed the documents. Understand?
Moji, without those documents, my job is on the line. Therefore, by the time I return to this sitting room, make sure I have those documents on that center table there, or else you are in for it. Yes, because you are the only rat with 10 fingers in this house.
Why not wait? Wait and hear. Now I know that you are really spoiling for that fight, and I will give it to you double. Wait for me. What? Will you keep quiet and let me listen to the news first?
How are you? How are you, everyone? Yes, take that in and bring glasses for everybody. Glasses. Today is a wonderful day. I was able to defeat my opponents at the boardroom. They dug pit holes for me, and I just jumped over them, and now I'm a double champion. I'm a double champion. And that calls for celebration for everybody. Yes. In fact, I don't know that so many people are eyeing my position. So, this is a double champion. Double champion. Champion at home and champion at the office. take it by force, and we are going to celebrate together by force. Yes. Boy, oh boy. It's your turn. Yes, that is my boy. Come on. Don't be like your mother. Because my little angel.
Where do you think you are going? Toye, what exactly do you think you are doing?
I'm celebrating.
Oh, celebrating?
Yes.
You came in here drunk? And you want to get the children drunk as well? You must be out of your senses. Give me that. What is wrong with you? Okay, fine. Let's even agree that you want to force me to get drunk just the way you are. Must you carry the children along as well?
Are they not members of this family? Do you see what your mother is doing? Now, Mrs. Budosa, can you pack yourself out of my way and let me give my daughter?
If you don't take your time, I will just get out of here!
What is it? Mommy! Can you see?